Alright, so today we're talking about 5 anime games that are releasing this summer. And trust me, some of these could actually break Roblox with how much hype they're getting. Let's start with number 5, Project Slayers 2. A continuation of the previous game, which if you remember was already a really good game. But they couldn't continue working on it because the code of the game was so shit. It took too much effort to add even the smallest changes without the game breaking, so they abandoned it and got to making a new game. Project Slayers 1 was actually a really good game with high quality visuals and interesting progression. These were the beginning because after like level 20 until the end of the game it's just bandit beating the bosses over and over. Combat itself was not bad, but was really unbalanced, which makes it bad because everything leads into an infinite combo, for which you just can't do nothing. Project Slayers 2 so far looks really good. We didn't get to see any progression yet, but we did see a lot of new abilities such as insect breathing, exploding blood, obby manipulation, and a lot more cool new stuff, as well as reworks for all existing breedings from original Project Slayers. This game will be worth checking out for sure, but next one maybe even more. Number 4 is 4 Blues. After Rell series was shown, a lot of One Piece games just disappeared, quit and abandoned. And for a while we didn't get to see any game that would actually try to stay up and compete, but that changes with 4 Blues. So this is a One Piece open world game with a lot of depth and cool features. One that specifically stands out to me is the bounty system. This game has a bounty system for players and crews separately. It works like leaderboards, displaying the most wanted pirates that exist. The game also has a really fun combat. Main part of it consists using haki, because devil fruits are really hard to find. And in closed community there is only one user per devil fruit. The combat itself is parry based, basically a classic Dave Walking type of combat, on which is added evasive, clashing and air combat system. Also seems to be more movement based, so Type Souls combat might be a better comparison to it. Game also got underwater world, fishing, natural disasters, weather events and a lot more. It's set to release in public sometime this year, couple months after closed community phase, which I don't know what's up with it. This is something to look out for, but not as much as the game on number 3, 𝐋𝐢𝐬𝐴 2, the best upcoming Naruto game on Roblox. And like this game genuinely looks really good and seems to be really in depth with being as accurate to anime as possible, without getting to the point where game can get sued. We don't want another Shinobi Life 2 incident to happen again. But this really does seem to be the first Naruto game on Roblox to happen after Shinobi Life 2 that is actually worth your time. Game's map isn't divided in parts like in SL2, but instead you got the whole map at once. You literally travel from one village to another in real time, while still keeping it optimized. Game's right now in closed community state, but soon will be going fully public and won't be only for closed community, and that is going to happen real soon judging by what developers are saying. All Naruto games on Roblox that we have right now are outdated as fuck, and this will be like a breath of fresh air. It's truly something to look out for, as much as the next one. Game on number 2. A game that after years of development is finally nearing an actual release date. Beyond Nan. This is a game based on my opinion the best anime ever, Hunter x Hunter. And that alone is a good reason to be excited because we never had an actual playable Hunter x Hunter game. And this game seems to be a lot more than playable. It has a lot of content such as Hunter exam, couple islands that are full of content, a lot of weapons, and a lot of Hunter x Hunter content in general. Game's combat is parry based, looks clean and polished. Map itself also looks really nice. My only problem with it being is that it don't give out as much Hunter x Hunter vibes as it should. That's what they actually started changing. Recently they got a lot of feedback regarding that and they actually started focusing on it. They also did some other changes besides map itself, which will make the game feel a lot more like Hunter x Hunter, like changing weapons, adding more Hunter x Hunter like mobs, and other stuff that will improve the game in general and make it feel like you're actually in Hunter x Hunter. I wonder if they'll do anything related to Dark Continent. That will be interesting, but not as much as the game on number 1. Before we get to it, let's start with some honorable mentions. These are the games that are promising, brought a lot of attention and will get everyone playing, but they are not likely to come out this summer. They are close but not quite there yet. Still definitely keep an eye on them because they aren't that far. Let's start with first honorable mention. It's actually 2 games I wanna mention together. Games I've been craving to see more of and potentially play. It's 𝐷𝐤𝐵 and Hinokami. So first about 𝐷𝐤𝐵. It's a pair-based Demon Slayer game with great visual quality, heavily inspired by Sekiro. They have shown a lot of breedings already, demon arts and other cool things that would get the anime community actually want to play. On the other side, when it comes to its competitor, Hinokami, it's also a really good quality Demon Slayer game of which we have seen more of actual gameplay. PvE combat. You can literally sneak up to NPCs and hear them having a conversation. The reason why I'm so hyped for Hinokami is because of how immersive the game feels. Their PvE fights are actually looking great. Their bosses can interact with the surroundings and actually destroy buildings. And that by itself makes a boss a lot more scary and immersive. This might be a weird comparison, but to me, Hinokami is what Demonfall should have been if they continue consistently updating and improving the game. Both of these games are a great reason to be hyped, as much as the next two. There's two more honorable mentions that I want to talk about together. It's the most anticipated games ever on Roblox. Rell and Holy War X. Let's start with Rell. It's a One Piece based high quality Roblox game which is a big open world MMORPG where you build your character and choose your path between being a pirate or marine. Basically a big game filled with a lot of stuff to do. It's just not coming out this summer. On the other hand, Holy War X, R15 Roblox anime game which we don't see that often. It's based on anime 7 Deadly Sins and these developers actually know what they're doing. Game's also a big open world MMORPG filled with stuff to do, but I just don't think it's going to come out anytime this summer. Now that we cleared that out of the way, let's get to the most important one. A game that is releasing tomorrow, or even today depending on when this video releases. Game number 1. Type Soul. This might be a hot take to have Type Soul number 1, but to be honest I don't give a fuck. Game saved summer of 2024 as well as 2023 and seems like it's going to happen once again. At this time they actually changed a lot compared to last year. Let's start with the most important one. They're adding Hell, biggest content change. We will also have a new race, Fullbringer, true modes for Shikai, Shift and Partial, new game mode, Battle Royale, Battle Pass, crafting, revamped Karakura Town, big changes to the rank system, balancing overhaul, and you get it. Just hell of a lot more stuff that they changed. I'll be making a separate video covering everything more in depth. For now, what you need to know is that, yeah, this release of Type Soul is worth playing, so make sure to be there. This video took much longer than expected to make, so I'd appreciate if you like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.